Hello, I'm Whoopi for those of you who haven't been in this corner of the internet before. Hello, welcome. It's officially September and this is the time when, people are going back to school or going to uni and all that stuff. So I thought I should do a quick little tips and advice video. Disclaimer, I'm obviously not a professional life coach or advice giver. I am just a fellow human being. But I have had my fair share of high school and uni experiences, to say the least, so I feel like there's value in what I have to say. Whether you want to take it or not is up to you, obviously, but I just wanted to say that. Anyways, let's start. Number 1, be open-minded, especially if you're going to a new school or you're going into a new year or just starting uni. You're gonna meet people from different walks of life, whatever you do. So I feel like being open is just really beneficial anyway, but also as you get older and you go into the world of jobs and things, I feel like being open-minded is a really good way to be creative as well. On top of that, you never know who's gonna end up being your best friend. So it's just nice to be open-minded to everyone and everything that you sort of encounter and do. 2, keep exploring your hobbies and try new hobbies if you can and if you have the opportunity to. Your hobbies are your hobbies. Don't let peer pressure guide where your hobbies go, whether they end or they begin. This is kind of ironic considering I'm telling you something. Well, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm kind of you know what I mean. But honestly, hobbies can sometimes be the things that keep you afloat throughout difficult times or stressful times. For example, if you like crocheting, continue crocheting. If you like reading, always make time to read. And if you want to try something new, like for example, rock climbing or football, I don't know, whatever floats your boat. Next, how to make friends. I'm someone who kind of hates making friends, but also I used to think I was really bad at it. I sometimes still feel like I am, but not as much. Everyone feels the same anxiety and nerves about it, so know firstly that you're not alone and the other person's probably feeling the same way you are. The first step that I would say in trying to make a friend is literally say hi. Sometimes it's as simple as you just saying hi or being like, hey, how are you? Even if you feel like you can't quite find something, there's always going to be a common interest between you and someone else. Whether it's the fact that you both like Harry Potter or you hate autumn, I don't know. There is something there. And always trust your gut, because even if your gut is wrong in the long run, it's better to trust yourself and to just give yourself that self-assurance that you do trust yourself. If you want more advice on that, I am gonna link a video down below by Jenim about friendship that she did recently, and I thought it was very insightful and it can help a lot of people. My next point, which is kind of linked to my last sort of tip, is how to know that the friends you've made are good for you, especially if you've established or are starting to establish a proper friendship with this person. Again, trust your gut. They should make you feel positive and they should make you smile and laugh, and they should be able to uplift you and support you. They should be able to communicate with you. They shouldn't really be putting you down. And I don't mean oh, it's a bit of banter. I mean actually putting you down, and every time you have an idea or you want to be vulnerable and they're just sort of shooting you down. Yeah, no, that's not a friend. That's a hater. You don't need a hater in your life, trust me. Especially during these hard times of education. Find people who support you and want to uplift you and want to help you do better. If you feel like someone is rooting for your failure, that's a sign in itself. I feel like this is number 5, but I also could be wrong. I kind of stopped counting, so be present and enjoy what you can. As I said before, I have had many experiences during my education, and most of those were not good experiences. To be honest, there were times where I didn't even want to go to school, and those were the times when it felt like the longest and the hardest. But there was always moments of light and fun, and I still had some really good experiences as I grew up / growing up, because I'm not accepting that I'm an adult. So if you relate, or if you feel like you're in one of those periods of where it feels long and it's a slump, keep going and just treasure the good moments that you have. Whether it's because you were messing about at the back of a class, or because you won a match, or because you actually had a really good day at school. Just try and embrace them when you can. Lastly, be yourself. Now, I know it's really cheesy and a bit cringy, but it's the truth. The more authentic you are and the more true to yourself you are, the better you're gonna feel physically and mentally. Being yourself isn't something that you should have to fight for. It's your given right. People should accept you as you are. Now, not everyone will get along with you, and you may not get along with everyone or certain people, but being yourself usually helps you find your people. Plus, most of these cliques and things that you see, they won't last, and also in the real world they literally mean nothing. Like, you could be the most popular person in your school, it has no correlation to the job you end up in and the position you end up in outside of education. I mean, I could definitely talk about more things, but those were my main points that I felt needed to be addressed right now. Also, while we're here, a while back I asked people if they had any questions about my personal uni/school experience. I wanted to summarize my answers now in one sort of thing. One of the questions was asking me about the me before uni versus the me after uni, and girl, I love who I am today, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I have been struggling mentally a lot recently, like I'm in the trenches, but we move somehow. But honestly, I love the person I've become. Not hating on the girl that I was 3 years ago. I just feel like I've grown into a really cool person, and I keep growing. Even though I am in a sad period of my life, I am still growing as a person. And that's kind of exciting to think about. Another question was about how I found uni overall, and to be honest, it was a roller coaster, and it was also kind of a vibe, but I was also in the trenches. So I feel like roller coaster is the best word to put it, because roller coasters, you go up, you go down, you twist upside down, and you do the most. And they're a bit scary sometimes and terrifying, but they're also really fun and exhilarating. And that's how I would explain it. That is literally all I have to say today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please like it. And if you're new here and you want to subscribe, you know where the button is. I am now gonna go and rewatch a WandaVision episode. So anyways, bye.